low. Fuel low.
Well, it appears that once again, I might have a minor problem with the aircraft. G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to DCS World with Mags, and, well, you may be wondering how I got myself into this situation. Unfortunately, I didn't capture it on video, but in a word, manpad. I had an unexpected encounter with a manpad over a combat zone, and it won. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. I haven't crashed yet, so it hasn't won yet, and to be damned, I was going to try and make sure this was going to at least finish as a draw. Now, obviously, this whole thing is going to be post-commentary because I was not talking much during this flight home for obvious reasons. So, what's to go with the aircraft? Well, flaps aren't working. Strange that. I can only descend by rolling the aircraft to the left. Rolling the aircraft too far to the right causes it to become unstable. It actually flies relatively okay with a little bit of drift, providing I keep it up around 350 to 400 knots. All the fuel down the left-hand side tanks of the aircraft is gone. I only have a little over 2,000 pounds remaining.
At Bulls 24346 at 9,000.
That's a flight of MiG-29s that are in the area, so I wanted to get out of here before they notice me. But speaking of the radio, it doesn't function properly. I am able to receive messages. I cannot transmit messages. The menu systems will not allow me to communicate with anything, so I can't get any radio reports. I can't get a direction to the carrier. I can't contact my wingman. I can't do anything. At this point, I have no idea if the hook will work. I have no idea if the landing gear will work. I've already had to dump ordnance, which I did just a few moments ago, to get all the weight off the aircraft to stop it from continually tipping over. Basically, the whole aircraft is rooted. However, I did actually manage to fly it home and find the carrier. So, what's about to follow is the best-worst landing that I think I've ever had, and the best-worst carrier trap that I think I've ever had. Now, a couple of things first. As I said, the aircraft won't descend in any kind of a stable manner unless I roll it to the left. But rolling it too far to the left causes it to lose control. So I couldn't really easily descend on the approach to the carrier. Now, airspeed, I'm doing about 280 knots at the moment, and you can see the aircraft is shaking. At anything below 250 knots, the aircraft was starting to lose control, and anything below 200 knots, it was an absolute handful to try and keep in a straight line, which you'll see me fighting it in a moment. So, what I was trying to do, and did manage to some extent, was to roll the aircraft to the left to make the turn onto the carrier. Let the aircraft descend as I was rolling to the left, because it's the only point that I could. Slow the aircraft down, but use the dive speed as I was descending to try and keep it around 200 knots so I had some level of control on the approach to the carrier. And then basically fly it into the deck as best as I could and hope that it didn't explode or I didn't miss, because at this point I think I'm down to about 600 pounds of fuel, and with this kind of damage I'm not entirely sure whether or not I'd be able to get a second chance, so it was either catch the wires or eject. Or die. Probably die.
Tally armor at bullseye 35440. 112. Defending AAA at bulls 03240. 112. Passing waypoint 3 at 2,400. 112. Passing waypoint 4 at 2,500.
This almost killed me, dipping down to around 150 knots. The aircraft got all over the shop, and even accelerating it back to 220, it took quite a bit to restabilize the aircraft. And yes, I'm fully aware that would have broken whatever was left of the aircraft, but get stuffed if I was going to let a man-pad get one up on me. Anyways, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed that one, and thank you very much for watching. I mainly wanted to put this one up on the channel because, well, I wanted to add it to my collection of aircraft that I've managed to bring home with ridiculous levels of damage. I've got a few of these at this point. I'm going to have to start flying more F-15. I haven't actually brought an F-15 home with only one wing yet, so...
Fuel low. Fuel low.
You don't say, Betty. Anyways, guys, until next time, remember to click that like button if you did, share and subscribe if you would like to see more, and as always, take care.